Hey, welcome guys, welcome to my loft. My name is Francisco Baturto. I'm going to give you guys a little tour around my breeding birds and my flying loft. I started flying birds back in 1989. I was about 8 years old, a young kid to the sport. I was introduced to the racing pigeons when I went to the feed store. There was a guy from the original, I was a member from the Garden Grove Club. His name was Rudy McKinley. He was the one that got me started into the pigeons. He gave me my first racing pigeons. This is my breeding loft where I have my extra breeding birds. I have some extra cocks and hens here. It's a 20 by 30 loft. And this is where I have this is where I do my flying and all my breeding pairs. Come in, welcome. This is my breeding loft. This is where I have all my individual breeding pairs. I made a total of 40 pairs. These two sides right here is where I fly my my money birds. Each section could hold about 50 birds. So my goal is to hold about 100 birds this year to fly for the race season. So come in, I'll show you some of my flying birds, well, breeding birds that I have. Some of these birds are tested birds throughout the years, and they're not in the stock loft. So these are some of my breeders right here. It's young pairs of birds. Hopefully we do get something good out of them. They're about to lay eggs pretty soon, so I'm not going to bother them and handle them. I'll open cages and show you guys. So all my basic birds have Mulamin in them. So 90% of my birds, my family birds, have at least a quarter to an eighth of Mulamins. My 100% Mulamins, I don't breed out of them for flying. My base family of pigeons that I have, I've been working with Mulamins for about a good 20 years plus. That's my main family of birds. It's the Mulamin family. That's where my birds are formed. I have a little bit of difference, but my basic family is Mulamin. I made a total of 40 pairs. So my goal is to do a round of birds and get all my birds in one round. Hopefully it goes good. Temperature here in the room is pretty good, so I'm hoping for good results. We'll be handling about maybe 80 out of area birds for anybody that wants to send birds to me. I train very hard. I dedicate a lot of time to the birds. So if you send birds to me, they'll be in great hands. I believe that the earlier you breed, the stronger and mature the young birds are, and you have a better chance to compete. Depends on the course. I think the course that we're flying, we have to have birds that are mature a little bit stronger. They got to be at least 7 to 8 months to compete in this course. That hen right there, last year in Old Birds, I won 2 races with her. I think it was the 450 and second place in the 500. And she's in the AU Hall of Fame. I think long distance overall, she's in the top 20th place, all California. That's a straight Mulamin up there. The cock is a Hofkin with ludoclosing, and the hen's a straight Mulamin. That hen's she has 4-way bloodline, so she has Hofkin, Mulamin, Jansen, and Herbots from the Herbob brothers. And the cock is a Mulamin Hack and Clack from Geist Peters line. Oh man, to condition your birds for a race, like I said, it's the proper diet. Feed is the key. You got to be consistent on what you do. You got to loft fly your birds every day, twice a day if you could. And once you start road training, take them to the road 3, 4. I take my birds 3 to 4 times to the road. I start off, when I start training, I start off with 5 miles and I do my jumps of 5 to 10 miles, but I loft fly a lot around the loft. These are my leftover flying birds. These are the birds that I flew this year in the Derby, and the birds that I flew in the regular season. So like I said, it's a tough course. So this is my leftover birds. So these are my old bird team if we decide to fly old birds. I think I have maybe about 30 plus birds. The hardest part of this sport is waking up early every day in training. That's the hard thing. You gotta wake up early. When I was taught in the sport, the older guys that, you know, passed away already, especially the person that got me into the sport, he goes, you gotta wake up before sunrise. You gotta be in the road. If you're not in the road, there's someone out there training and you're not gonna beat them. This is my winning bird from Vicksburg, Arizona. It was about 180 miles. It was my first bird to my loft. Bird flew very, very good. He was about, I think right now he's about 5 months, 6 months of age. He's a real young bird. So he flew all the races. Very good stuff. The breeder of this bird is a member from our club. His name is Miguel. He bred this bird. Excellent bird, performed very, very good. His name is Blackie Boy. From what I know, this bird, he has Verhea Hofkin, and he has Cannibal in his bloodline. So the breeder told me to fly him again for O-birds. So if I do decide to fly O-birds, he's gonna fly, and then I'll return him back to his owner. Very, very good bird, excellent bird. Well, thank you very much, guys, for coming to my loft. You guys are more welcome. Any new members that want to come and look and I could help out, give me a call. Joseph will put my name, my phone number in the ad, or like I said, I'm the president from the Orange County Club, so feel free, give me a call. I'm willing to help any new pigeon flyer that comes into our club. Well, thank you very much, and God bless everybody.